directly towards their shit, what they post.
We definitely are. All right. Going for a check again. You know, telling. I think we streaming. Let me make sure. All right. That nigga, Rashad. Welcome to Market Mondays. Looking at. They love turning our monetization off. Okay. Ain't no time. Let me get this stream, the YouTube chat right. Yes. YouTube chat right. We lit. All right, let's get it. All right. Welcome. Shit, this is Double Take Tuesdays right now. Can't lie.
What's up?
Yes, sir. We're here to talk about a few things, right? But we're going to go ahead and get into the meat. We're going to start with Kevin Durant. Pause. Yeah. Yeah. I got a pink shirt. I was talking about meat. Let me chill out. We just gonna talk about Kevin Durant, right? I don't know if any of y'all have seen Kevin Durant's latest beef, right? But we got. Hold on. Maybe we should just watch his shit. What was his name? What was that comedian's name? I don't even know his name. That's how I know he was chatting.
Twitter and just look up. You pull up the Twitter and pull up the picture. Actually, I got it in the chat. I actually got it.
Here it is. Ryan Davis. Yeah. All right. Is this it? Oh, here it is. He posted on his Instagram his shit right now. All right, let me go to
it. I don't think your face is up there.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, that's it. Oh, delayed. Why is it black? I'm not that black. Okay. Nah, I know I ain't that black now. Come on. What's up with my... Oh, come on, son. We just started. Okay. It's crazy how it worked before the stream starts. And now the properties won't pull up. Yeah. I'm literally not even showing up. What? Okay, that's all right. We got it right. Working now. All right, let's get it. I wonder if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but
yesterday Kevin Durant said that I was
I'm not good.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
No, I can't hear it. But it's all good. I know what happened.
All right. Anyways, this comedian Ryan Davis, he tried to get on Kevin Durant, right? What did he speak about? He spoke about a lot about Kevin Durant's hair. He spoke about Kevin Durant having to run to the Warriors to get a ring, right? KD not being able to win by himself.
Yeah.
This whole thing
he said a few things.
Right. This whole thing sparked off because Kevin Durant said that offense wins championships in the NBA. Ryan Davis, the comedian, thinks that defense wins championships. So we're here to talk about what's the real truth of the matter. You feel me?
You want to know the truth?
Tell me the truth, man, because I think we agree at the end of the day. I really do.
I think it is an offensive league in today's league.
Right.
But historically, 80s, 90s, and 2000s to 2010 probably. Barely. I think you have to have a good defense. But
you do.
I feel like once Bron and the Warriors were playing, I said Braun and the Warriors. Cleveland versus the Warriors.
I was about to say Braun and the Warriors had a nice little streak.
I feel like teams had to adjust and get firepower after that. Like if you didn't have LeBron, or a Steph type of player that could carry, you know what I'm saying, in a supporting cast, you really don't got a team that can compete for a championship. You can have all the defense in the world, but at the end of the day, bro, LeBron and Steph Curry showed that they were the best two players of that 5-6 year period. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. To me, Kevin Durant is a top 5 player in the league. Probably they're in the duration of his, career.
Right.
But I agree with KD in the later years of right now. If we're talking about right now, offense is going to win you games for sure in the regular season. You could have a 50-plus win season, which is offense. Not just offense, but let me say average defense and great offense. Let me put it like that.
Right.
And personally, I feel like if you take KD's, his career, you can talk about, bro, you jump from team to team, or you can jump on his hairline. You can talk about how the Warriors played good defense, team defense before he got there. And that's great. But the reason why KD left, if we look at it 10 years later after the move, you get what I'm saying? You could see that Russ and KD were the only offensive players on that team. And OKC felt like that was enough. And you saw the Warriors. You saw Cleveland before. Like, realistically, if Kyrie and Kevin Love didn't get hurt that first year, Cleveland probably wins that first series against the Warriors. To me.
I agree.
Yeah. I think that Kyrie and K-Love got hurt, and it showed that you need that offensive power because Dellavedova not going to get it done. I'm sorry, you can't replace. And he's a defensive player. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think defense is going to get it done when they're talking about the NBA Finals. You're talking about the top 5 to 10 players in the league. You're talking about Jokic.
That's what I'm saying.
You're dealing with players like that.
I think this man is he's just chatting. Obviously, he's a comedian, but a lot of people are taking him serious because a lot of people don't like Kevin Durant as it is. Obviously, stemming from the decision to go to Golden State, which I can respect you if you don't appreciate him.
He shouldn't have went there, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
that was definitely the quote unquote easy route. But he still won a ring. It's still hard to win a ring. To be fair, it's still hard to win a ring, no matter how stacked your team is. You still gotta win.
He stood on it though. I'll put it like this: he stood on it.
Yeah,
he stood on being at Golden State for. I think he was there for 3 years or 2.
Yeah, 3.
He won 2 out of 3 years.
Yeah,
I don't know what else. Like
he did his thing. And I would agree. I think offense wins championships in basketball specifically because basketball, just to be at the simplest form, it really is just about who scores the most points at the end of the day. Like, honestly, I get that you got to stop somebody, you got to play defense, but you can play the best defense you possibly can and still get scored on.
But yeah, these players are too different now.
That's what I'm about to say. Great offense beats great defense a lot of the time these days. Like,
and the way the league is roughed is made for the offensive player. Like the NBA is made for the offensive player. It's made for guards and wings specifically, if I got to be honest with you. Because when I talk to a lot of overseas players, they say it's harder to score overseas. It's more intense defensively overseas. They usually play 2 bigs. Like that's still normal overseas. Small ball is really American ball.
Right.
Because we're more entertainment greatness. Yeah, it's analytic and it's entertainment. Threes and dunks. Like that's what people love to see. And I hate to say it. Steph Curry was like a gift and a curse because he's great, but nobody is ever going to really replicate what we've seen in Steph's career, in my opinion. So unless somebody is coming out at 7th grade, pulling from 40, you get what I'm saying, and consistently doing it till you win 5 chips in the league, I don't see. I don't see that. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I think a different breed.
Yeah, and I feel like with him, the Cavs had to load up on offense. K Love is an offensive player. Kyrie is an offensive player. And they have defensive wings and defensive players that filled in. Like Tristan Thompson was a rebounder and glass cleaner. You know what I'm saying, for the Cavs. So it's like they have players that played their role, but you're not expecting Tristan Thompson to drop 20 points because his specific role is to fill in that space. Kyrie or K Love or LeBron was going to initiate a play to score for themselves, or they're going to pass it to a wide open shooter, a catch and shoot. So I just feel like offense, if you have the IQ, I think IQ wins. Personally, I think IQ wins all the time. But this stems from the specific Bradley Beal trade with the Suns and Kevin Durant being there now as well, and so they're saying, or I guess the comedian is saying, because Kevin Durant said it, offense is, how you win in today's league. I think they're trying to put some fire under his belt. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get Kevin, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal riled up because they're already going to be on ESPN every single day.
Yeah,
every single day. Like they're gonna. If they don't win the first game, they're going to trend. If they win the first game, they're going to trend. If they win the first 15 games, they would trend. If they lost the first 15 games, they would trend.
Yeah, so they trending no matter what. And I think the easy answer to your question is just by looking at the past NBA Finals MVPs. Like,
let's see.
I think the defense won championship. I think that's a football mindset, bro. And I think
the last time. Oh, go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. No offense, but I think anybody that really feels like defense wins championship in basketball really, I don't know if they ever really played basketball. I can't really play.
The last time defense really won, in my opinion,
was 2004. The Detroit Pistons.
The Detroit Pistons, and I will give you the Celtics and the Lakers series. There was some defense played in there from Kobe, because Kobe was a defender, and the Celtics had to play team defense to stop Kobe and Powell and all them boys. So
right, like defense.
It was balanced though. It was balanced. It's not like today's NBA where, all right, let's look at the score at fourth quarter. Who's going to score the most? There would be like 90 to 100 going into the fourth. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, It never was like that. It was always, it's a low scoring game. It's 67 to 72 going in the fourth. You might get 100, but nowadays, like, you could score 140 like in a regular season game just because of how many games there are and the lack of. Man, if he blows by me, he blows by me. Like, if there ain't no help, there ain't no help. It's a dunk. Oh, well. We going back the other way.
And even then, like, the series that had great defense also had some of the greatest offensive players in NBA history. So, yeah, defense is very important. We can't act like defense doesn't matter. And it's not even black and white. Like, it's not like you can have offense without defense. Like, in order to win a championship, you got to have both. But at the end of the day, great defense beats great offense beats great defense a lot of the time. You got to.
Who's the last 10 champions? Last 10 years. Roll down the who won the MVPs
right here. So we got Nikola Jokic, Steph Curry, Giannis, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Andre Iguodala, outlier. He should have never won. This nigga averaged 8 points per game. He should have never won no. Anyways, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron, Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, Paul Pierce, Tony Parker, Dwayne Wade, Tim Duncan.
The Spurs probably was the last to play great team defense. The Mavericks played great team defense on LeBron because they forced him to be a jump shooter at times, and they kind of they were able
14, that's that final series, I think.
Yeah, so like that, I think 2011, 2000, was that the 2010, 2000? That was 2010 season. It's been about 10 years. Yeah, ever since LeBron went back to Cleveland, I feel like it's been an offensive league, in my opinion. That's what I'm gonna stand on. That's what I'm gonna stand on.
Yeah, bro. So we can both agree that offense if we had to choose one, I mean, offense would probably win
I'm
the
taking O.
championship.
In today's league, I'm definitely taking O. I'm
And
sorry.
we're also just trusting the word of Kevin Durant over Ryan Davis, right? Comedian Ryan Davis, like
that's a fact. That's a
niggas
fact.
got this
You
shit
taking a
twisted at the
personal
end of the
shot
day.
over a general comment. You know what I'm saying?
They both took personal shots. I mean, Kevin Durant, he said,
he responded.
Yeah, Kevin Durant,
he responded
he
to it.
started with, "You're a trash comedian." He said, "Offense wins championships." Him saying he's a trash comedian, that came a little personal. I get that. But facts are facts, bro. I'm sorry, but defense don't win championships in basketball. Like I said, you can play great defense, but whoever got the most points at the end of the day is going to win. And even if you play great defense, somebody can still hit a 3 in your fucking mouth. Excuse my language.
Bro, you could get to the line. If you are a scorer in today's league, we've watched Harden for the past 10 years shoot the most free throws out of any other guard in the league because he simply knows how to draw the foul. And when I say that, I say it humbly because he's not necessarily the best when it comes to the postseason.
Right.
But I will tell you this. Harden has been an all-star, all-NBA multiple times. Russell Westbrook has as well. Steph Curry has as well. Before Ja Morant had an incident, he was all-NBA and all-star.
Right.
He's naming these guards and point guards and two guards for a reason. Because we can even say Bradley Beal. As much as a good defender he is, people recognize Bradley Beal for his scoring ability and how he's grown from being a primarily like two guard, catch and shoot, come off the curls, come off the pin downs, to now I can really create and control an entire offense 1 through 5. I can put people in their places.
And that's really what creates a superstar. I'm sorry to say, but a superstar is not created by great defense. I mean, it's partly. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's the only one.
Was Dwight Howard, probably.
And Dwight. I mean, even Dwight was averaging 20 plus and 12 plus rebounds. Like he was still going crazy. And so, like you said, I think Dwight Howard, I mean, even like you said, the great defenders aren't superstars.
But he had to have an offensive game. Like, you see the bigs in the league today, they don't catch the oops the way, like, it's very rare to find you a DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, when JaVale was focused, JaVale McGee. And I say that in parentheses because, you know, there's going to be somebody be like, yo. But I'm being honest, like in today's league, the bigs are either young and naive. So they don't necessarily know how to maneuver with, you know, veteran guards. And then you have the hybrid big that loves to space the floor out for some reason. You're 6'11", 7 foot. You rather play out here, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Generation right there.
Right, but there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? You're leaving. It's give and take because now you're leaving. You're on defense. Oh, we know you soft. So if I put my 4 in here, that's gonna go at you, or my 5 that's gonna go at put it like this. Who stopped Jokic in the paint?
That's what I'm saying. You can't have no 5 that can't do nothing on offense. Like that's the answer to the question right there. Like back in the day, you could have 5 that did nothing but play defense. You got a 5 that do nothing but play defense right now. You're not getting to the final. This simple as that.
15 to 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
To 20 minutes. He's a backup center.
Right.
If you play nothing but defense, you're a backup.
Like when's the last time we had a big that did nothing but play defense in the championship? It's been a very long time. What is that? I can't even figure out because even Golden State.
I mean, Golden State Center was
2015. Golden State 2015 because
JaVale. I think JaVale was the center one of those years.
Right, JaVale, and it was that big white boy.
Pachulia?
Yeah, Pachulia. That nigga ain't do shit. Anyways, I think we can agree.
Rebound and play defense. Be here.
Right.
Be big.
Right.
And that's why you see, personally, I don't think you can say defense wins championships. I don't even think you could relatively say that watching the NBA, just watching one NBA game and just look at who's playing defense out there.
The dude's just trying to get laughs. And the crazy part is that so many people are trying to agree with him, like saying he roasted Kevin Durant. Like, yeah, maybe you roasted him talking about his hair, but nigga, offense, hey, he gonna have to see. Like I said, I don't know why people really take a comedian's word over Kevin Durant. Like Kevin Durant isn't a top 10 player of NBA history, top 10 scorer in NBA history, but it is what it is. Me and you agree. And I think if you ask anybody in the NBA, besides niggas like Marcus Smart, I think niggas would agree that the best offensive player on the court is probably going to win that championship. Simple as that.
And the reason why they don't is if a team is collectively better than that, like that one superstar, like that. If, like, for example, when Kevin Durant played on the Nets and Bros were hurt and he was by himself and his foot was on the line.
Yeah,
he was good enough to get them there, right? But it's still a task and a mountain to climb by yourself. Like, you got to think about the people that won championships in the past 7 years. They've had a well-knit team, and I mean that for real because I'm saying.
And they lost to Giannis, right?
Yeah, and
he won. And Giannis is different.
The Bucks have had the same core for the longest, and they deserve to win that year. Like Toronto had the same core. The only person they swapped out was DeRozan for Kawhi.
Right. That was a great swap.
That was a beautiful swap.
And they got the win first year. That's what you do it for.
But it's like, you see the teams that win championships, they've been together. They have chemistry. You can't. What's different about the Suns team is that they get the offseason. The core gets the offseason together. So that's what's going to make this better than a mid-season trade and like Brooklyn scenario or a Philly scenario where, Harden's playing with it. But those were mid-season trade, and we were putting so much pressure on them to do something. Like, they haven't even had time to figure out how are we going to play this.
Right.
I like the fact they went out and said, no, Bradley Beal is playing point. Because there is a question, who's going to play the point, him or Book? Because they both can initiate. You get what I'm saying? But it would be smart for them to go ahead and just set the standard. And if it changes, it changes. But I think it's very smart for people to go ahead while it's June, July, August, before the season starts, to go ahead and get acquainted, understand your role on the team, understand how you can contribute to the team. And overall, to me, that's where you build the team defense and the team chemistry, because you're not going to play defense for somebody you don't care about.
Right.
But if you got that chemistry, he dove on a loose ball, I'm about to die. I got a block. You know what I'm saying? I kicked it up. KD just windmilled that. We lit. Yeah. Like, especially a person like Bradley Beal has played with the Wizards, and Devin Booker, who's pretty much stayed in Phoenix and rode this thing out until he's had a decent team. So I think they have a great offensive mindset. Obviously, they're loaded offensively, but we're still going to see them probably be a top 10 defensive team just because they have the capability to be.
Right.
It's up to them to be, but they definitely have the capability. They signed Bull. DeAndre Ayton's a solid 5 that's still there. KD has played phenomenal at the 4 defensively. He can move quicker than any 4. Can score on any 4.
Right.
He's long. If you put in some wing at the 3. Oh, wait. I don't know how they're going to play it. I really don't know who's starting.
It's Beal point, Devin Booker 2, probably Josh Okogie at the 3.
At the 3. That's a defender.
KD and DeAndre.
Bill and Book play defense. Well, Book played defense as of late.
And Bill's going to be able to play defense when he's not the number one guy that has 3 people focused on him at all times, like on offense.
And that's what allows them to be a great defensive team to me, because they don't have to exert 80% of their energy on offense because they are the go-to guy at all times. Like, Book, nigga scored 70 and lost, bro. I ain't going to lie. They was on his head, but I would look at that team and that franchise and be like, hey.
Yeah, they got it better. That was a bunch of D-leaguers at that point. G-leaguers,
what am I doing out here?
Yeah.
But he's solid, though, because he didn't request no trade. He didn't really complain. The
They
only
really
thing they
brought
could
it to
really say
him.
about Devin, huh?
I said they really brought it to him.
Yeah, like at this point, he has to just go execute. KD's won before. Bradley Bill's his first time playing on a contender. Like that could
Right.
go deep. So I think they just got to execute. I think they're veterans. They're in there. They've seen what it takes.
Facts.
So
yeah, it'll be an exciting season, but we can't agree that offense wins championships. So all right, now we can move on to our next thing. We talk about Saquon Barkley in the state of running backs in the NFL, man. It's not. I don't know if y'all have kept up with the news, but ever since Todd Gurley got paid and then had arthritis and then was out like the next season, the running backs contracts in the NFL have been on a steep decline. And at this point, they got even the fans believe in that running back, that any running back is replaceable, right? And so even the fans don't think that running backs should be getting paid. They think running backs should be on a little Ferris wheel where you draft somebody, use their entire ability, give them CTE, then draft somebody else. That's how I feel like. And so me and Justin, this is another topic where we pretty much agree on. Like we don't have many differing topics today, but this one
it's just a little sit down. It's a round table at this point,
right?
Because I mean, I put it like this: y'all watching, y'all go to y'all clock in, right? Y'all go to work. You doing all of the manual. Let's say you have a manual labor job. Let's say you work in a factory. You doing all the manual labor. You know what I'm saying? You making stuff work. You doing the best you can. You listening to your manager. That's your QB. He giving you the plays. You know what I'm saying? Go do this. Go do that. And you realize your manager is making about 4 or 5 times what you make. You know what I'm saying? The people that you're constantly reporting to, or like let's just say they're helpers or guiders, within your work, within your team. We'll call them synonymous to your O lineman. They get paid more than you, which I feel like, they deserve it. QB, O linemen deserve it. Even receivers, y'all deserve to get paid. Who is QB throwing to? But we're not going to sit here and disrespect the running back that is taking all of the hits.
Right.
He has the ball. If we rush the ball, and every offense is different. So let's just go with a general 50-50. Let's just say 50-50. If you rush the ball 50% of the time, that means I'm touching the butt. And that's if I don't have a solid third down back. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you are the franchise guy like Saquon Barkley, and they expect you to have that ball in your hands. You know what I'm saying? And they expect you to get yardage. They expect you to take hits, bounce off of hits. There's a whole category of yards that you get after your first hit. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that, the higher that is for a running back, the more highly touted you are as far as around your peers. But that doesn't necessarily mean your pay goes up. You could have a 2,000-yard season. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get that bread. We know running backs that, and this is when I really was watching the league. I used to watch dudes get 2K like Chris Johnson. I watched that, but I go watch reality TV. And I'm like, oh, he has to be on reality TV. Oh, he has to go do this.
Oh, shit.
Because the bank account wasn't set for him to have a retirement plan after he was done being a running back in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you look at a quarterback, he could play 20 years in the league. A running back can't do that. I mean, it's possible.
It's a double-edged sword with the running backs, because the issue is, like, if you just thinking straight business, like they're just stock, right? Like they're just, just shit that you can put on the shelves, right? If you're thinking straight business, obviously it's not that smart to pay a running back a lot of money because they have the highest potential to get hurt. But that's the position. And this is the thing. The great running backs that deserve to get paid, the ones that we're talking about, not the ones that are freaking just like average running backs. We're talking about the top of the top. Like we're talking about Christian McCaffrey. We're talking about Saquon Barkley. First of all, this whole entire conversation is sparked off of Saquon Barkley, right? We're talking about these guys that are franchise players that aren't just running backs.
Everybody knows. Casuals know their name. Let's put it like this: casuals know their name. They're buying their jersey.
I was about to say they're the jersey sales. They're the ones that get people to buy tickets to go see the games. We're going to focus on Saquon Barkley because that's who we're really talking about. Obviously, running backs have been disrespected in the past and currently, but Saquon Barkley specifically needs to be getting paid more than he was offered. He was offered $14 million a year. I think it was only $22 million guaranteed, which is disgusting, right? $22 million.
Keep in mind, is we in New York, so take about 55%. That's what I'm saying. Of that.
And then how much it costs if you want to stay at 800 square feet, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment? That's $700K right there, or a condo if you want to buy one of those. That's a $600,000 condo right there.
But we're saying $600,000 because he's Saquon Barkley. He's not going to stay where everybody stays. He's going to stay where he feels comfortable and safe. You get what I'm saying? So
the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You know he's not getting a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. He's getting a full house.
If he gets a full house, let's say he gets it in Jersey, right? Like, you know, usually where people live, like when they buy their homes or whatever outside of the city, paying millions. Yeah, that's like you basically like. And we gotta start thinking about who these players are, right? For their families. Let's be real. Let's take the curtain off. Let's talk about these people as if they're actually people. I'm Saquon Barkley. Everybody that has my last name Barkley in my family is looking at me like I got it. If there's something that goes wrong in my family, I got it. That's the number one thing. So I look at it like this. I could clap when Lamar Jackson had gotten the most. At the time, he was the highest paid quarterback when he got his contract. I believe Jalen Hurts topped that. Mm-hmm. Either way, both men are deserving, and quarterbacks should be the most paid, just in general, in my opinion. But let's not act like these owners don't have bread. Let's not act like they haven't generated billions and billions and billions of dollars. The NFL is the most. It generates the most money right now in America as far as leagues go. Major League Soccer is not there yet. NBA honestly struggles because they partner with the WNBA, and that actually loses money. And they're trying to fix that. And then you have MLB, which is a little different because, you know, the books don't always get reported on MLB the way it has been run since way, way back. Like MLB is like that's the only legal monopoly, you know, that's what they love to say. But I say that to say you're the New York Giants. The Giants. Yeah. You're not the Jets. You're the Giants. Literally, I could be in China and somebody be like, New York Giants, Eli Manning, they'll probably like. And I'm saying that, and not in a disrespectful way, but I'm saying that when you're in New York, when you're in the Mecca, you're worldwide. If you play for the Knicks, they knew who Carmelo Anthony was. If you play for the Lakers, they knew who Kobe Bryant was. You play for the Giants, they're going to know who you are. Everybody knows about Eli's rings, and they probably know about his rings more than they know about Peyton Manning's rings worldwide. And I don't want to do that like that because that sounds crazy.
I mean, I think Peyton only got 1. No, he got 2. He got 2.
He got 2. He got 1 with the Colts. Did he get 1 with Denver?
Yeah, he got 1 with Denver and the Colts because he beat Cam Newton in the Panthers. That was a sad year.
And let's talk about Cam Newton and the Panthers and talk about Peyton winning that game. I don't think that's a highly watched Super Bowl worldwide if we're talking about all of the Super Bowls that's been played. Because there's been some matchups that everybody knows, the Steelers are playing. Everybody knows the Steelers were like, you know what I'm saying? If they follow NFL. I say that to say Giants got the salary. The bank. They don't want to act like they do. I don't care about luxury tax. I don't care about the stipulations of your collective bargaining agreement. It needs to be readjusted. It needs to be
amended.
amended.
Care about the position of running back. That's Saquon Barkley. That's not just a running. It's not your running back that you're paying. Like you're paying the guy.
Bro, they just paid a dude. They just paid. What's his name? Was it Daniel Jones? Is that his name?
Yeah. Quarterback, $40 million a year. Yep. He's not doing one. He's had one
decent year. And these people was. I'm a casual. I'm a proudly say I'm a casual fan, right? And these dudes, these fans, were talking to me as if Daniel Jones was better in the with the New York Giants last year than Jalen Hurts was with the Philadelphia Eagles. And it wasn't necessarily about Jalen Hurts versus Daniel Jones. I was just saying.
Look at these stats. This is 2022 right here.
16? I can't see. It's a little blurry. What is that?
It says 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He got paid $40 million a year.
15. He played the whole season?
Yes. That's 16 games.
15.
Or no, that's 17 games. 17 games, 15 touchdowns. Let me make sure.
If he played 15 plus, that's still trash.
No, that's terrible. We can go to the NFL stats and see where he ranked.
That's not like, I ain't gonna lie. His yards is like a little average. All
right, we'll go by yards. By yards, he is number. Where you at? Oh no, Daniel Jones is 15, number 15 yards.
Oh, average, right in the middle.
Touchdowns, he's number 21 in touchdowns.
Below average.
Paid $40 million a year. Interceptions, he did have 5. He was definitely bottom 78. 15 touchdowns, Good. 5 interceptions.
So who has the most interceptions?
Dak Prescott with 12 games played. Jeez. He got paid.
NFC East is atrocious, bro. Y'all might as well give it up anyway, bro. Shout out to the Philly, you know what I'm saying, Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to y'all. Good organization there. Shout out to the Chiefs too, because Andy Reid doing his thing over there too. Much love. Just why we wanted NFL
Daniel
topic.
Jones QBR, he's number 6 in the quarterback rating from last year.
Yeah, I saw that. Now show me what really matters. What did the Giants finish last year within the NFC East?
Probably second, I think, behind
the Cowboys. I think they beat.
No, they were third because they were behind the Cowboys and the Eagles. I think
40 million.
Let me see stats over the year. His career stats: he got 60 touchdowns, 34 interceptions. He's very average. As simple as that. Like, I don't know. You can't look at this.
I mean, it's not nothing that's jumping out. Like, you get what I'm saying? To go ahead and guarantee the bread. If you can guarantee him the bread, to me, can't you guarantee what I'm asking for over here? And
Saquon should be getting at least 18 a year. Because Daniel Jones isn't he's not selling the tickets. He's not. It's Saquon Barkley. He's selling the tickets. And people on social media, and I don't know how the owners and how the negotiations go, but I know people on social media want to negate the fact that Saquon, they do not consider the totality of business. Like, we're talking about, he's a running back. Running backs are replaceable, blah, blah, blah. But he's a franchise player. He's the face of the team. That's not replaceable. You can't just replace Saquon Barkley as a face of the New York Giants. He's selling tickets. He's the leading jersey sales on that team. This isn't just something that you just replace, and this isn't something that you just disregard in contract negotiations. So, long story short, I don't know how it's going to change, but if you are a running back, it seems that it doesn't matter what else you are. It seems like if you're a running back, you're just not going to get paid. It's a sad time to be a running back. Hopefully it changes eventually.
What's the average year spent in the league for a running back?
I know the average length of a career in the NFL is, I think it's 3 years.
Running backs be in and out, bro. If they're not that guy, they be
3.3 years is the average length of a player's career in the National Football. Yeah, obviously there's outliers that bring it down, but it's still 3 years. Like,
and there's outliers on the other side too. That man,
that's what I'm saying.
you know, like there's always gonna be outliers, but I look at it like this: your rookie is the rookie contract kind of like the NBA, where you guaranteed about 2 years.
I don't think anything's really guaranteed in the NFL. Half the shit is not guaranteed unless you're like top 10 pick. Did you know Saquon
There's
Barkley
6 rounds.
had...
There's 6 rounds, or there's more than 6 rounds, but usually Jalen had mentioned that you might get picked in the 6th round as a running back, right?
Saquon Barkley had $0 guaranteed dollars in his entire career so far.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
He had to earn everything he got so far.
So if he didn't perform, he wouldn't get paid.
If he gets injured,
and if he got hurt and he had a career-ending injury, he wouldn't get paid.
Right. But that's why they don't get paid at the same time, is because RB running backs get hit 20 times a game, which means they have a higher opportunity to have a career-ending injury, which means they're a lot more liable, which means they're valued less, even though you have guys like Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, all these guys in the top that are more than just running backs. They're ticket sales, their jersey sales, their running backs, their wide receivers, their franchise faces.
Faces, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, if I know what this dude looked like outside the helmet, you a face.
Yeah.
In the NFL, real talk, if the camera is panning on you when you walking on the sidelines, it ain't even about you. You could be out for the game. Before the game, they looking at you. Saquon Barkley is out with a minor toe. Right. You are that guy, because that's the same thing they will treat on the basketball side of things. That's the same way they would treat Steph. That's the same way they would treat Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way they treat any superstar in the league. Like, if you put it like this, if I'm top 5 in my craft in the highest league in the world, just leave that right there.
Right.
I deserve some guaranteed money. And at the end of the day, I get what y'all are saying. That's not the scheme of the NFL. That's not how they pay the players. That's not necessarily good business to pay something that's live. But guess what? It's not good business to pay for liabilities, but we do that all the time when we buy cars, when we buy all these things that America has made normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
everything's liability until they make you money. So,
but guess what? He's not a liability. He's one of the biggest assets on the team.
Right.
You would think that one of the biggest assets would get respected as an asset, and that's all there really is to it.
Yeah. One day it won't really matter if you're a running back. It'll just matter if you are a player that provides value to the team. Simple as that, bro. Yeah. So, all right. So, do you want to get into our last topic, or you want to just call it here? What do you think?
Might have to call it here because those were some good ones.
Yeah, those are some good ones. All right. So, so we talked about Kevin Durant, whether offense wins championships, and then we also kind of gave our perspectives of the Suns this upcoming season. Then we talked about the sad state of running backs in the NFL. Let me know.
Change.
Yes, sir. It's got to change. Let us know. Drop any comments in. If y'all are watching this, drop any comments and let us know if y'all's anything else that y'all want us to talk about next time, because we will go over that. And
I do have a question for the technician.
Yeah, what's up?
Who do y'all feel? Since football is both sides,
Oh my God, TR. What's good, TR? My fault. Nigga said, "What's up, cuties? Are y'all twins?"
No, we don't even look alike.
Yo, what?
I mean, I don't know. Do we look like?
No,
I guess
we don't look alike. We don't look alike. Are we twins? And nigga called us cutie. Wait, that. All right, I'm not gonna. Okay. We can. Yeah, what's up, TR? What's up, TR? What's up, TR? Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's say that. Say that.
Yeah, my question was for Tech Nation, outside of the quarterback, who is the most valuable? You know what I'm saying, on the NFL team. Right. I know, and we talk, and it's both sides of the ball. So you can throw me a defensive side, you can throw the offensive side, but outside of quarterback, what's up? Who we paying? I know there's a lot of people going to throw me the O line and D line, and then respectfully, they in the trenches. But out of the skill players, and I say skill players respectfully, because I don't want no smoke with nobody that's on the line.
Right.
But out of the skill players, we're talking receivers, corners, linebackers, safeties, running backs, anything like that. Who deserves to get that bread?
Yo, what?
Let me know.
Yeah.
Hey, who on it?
Yeah, definitely answer that question. But this nigga TR, what? He said, "Can't call my bros cute no more." Damn, that's crazy. Word to my cousin aunt.
Yeah, you high.
Hey man, hey, we just appreciate you tuning in and supporting us, brother. To each his own.
You ain't gotta call me cute, man. You can say I'm handsome. I respect that more.
Shit, you can call me cute. Man.
All right, and we get off this.
All right, my boys. Hey, we'll be in here next time. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Another double take, a Tuesday/Thursday.
Peace.